Your Excellency, Ambassador of Belgium, Mr. Marc Mully and Mrs. Marjolaine, Excellencies, members of the board of the MBLBC, Mr. Eric Delam, Belgian Trade Commissioner, colleague business chamber directors, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A very good evening and welcome to Young Malaysians Go Classic. How shall a chamber of commerce stimulate trade between countries? There are probably about as many opinions on the topic as there are chambers of commerce. We, however, believe that before one can even start to study the products and services a country has on offer, one needs to understand the people behind the transaction, understand what makes them tick, what drives them. By organizing a platform for young Malaysians training classical music to perform on a grand stage like this one, we want to show to the Malaysian people what we Belgians care about, what we value and what we cherish. We want to show that just like you, we care about children, about their education, about giving them a chance to express themselves, in this case through music, allowing their years of disciplined hard work to mature on a public stage. Belgium is a small country, smack in the heart of Europe, but just like you, we also have three main races: the Flemish, the Walloons, and the people from Brussels. And just like here, this fact all by itself keeps our politicians very busy. And because Belgium is the second highest in the world in terms of granting new citizenships per capita, our talent corps has been granting visas for quite a while. And because of many of our European neighbors came to visit us over the past few centuries, we would probably be one of the most qualified to be your European franchise, Belgium Truly Europe. So next time, when you arrive in one of our great cities like Antwerp, Brussels, Bruges, or Liège, please remind yourself that we have many things in common. Allow me to elaborate a little more. With so many dignitaries around from other countries, we can use a little profiling to make sure you remember us. Belgium is not just a country of chocolates, with Brussels Airport being the biggest chocolate selling point in the world. Not just a country of beers, waffles, and diamonds. It's also the country who gave the world Tintin, or curfew, and the Smurfs, and who came out 8th in the latest Lonely Planet publication, Top Destinations to Visit in 2014. And if you ladies ever wondered what could be the meaning of the acronym SPA, or SPA, stop wondering. It's the name of a small Belgian village which introduced the first modern health resort about 500 years ago. Expats who stayed in Belgium will consistently tell you that the macan is some of the best in Europe. French quality with German portions. Do not feel offended, however, if we don't entertain your question, where's the local KFC or Burger King? Because the truth is, Belgium is one of the few places in the world which doesn't have them. So just like you, we hold strong opinions when it comes to the food we like. And for those who feel one with Barclays Premier League, last month CNN had a catchy header. Will Belgium win the World Cup in 2014? But let's focus on YMGC now. Belgium is first and foremost a country of SMEs, not one of corporate giants. And so is MBLBC. Just like Belgian entrepreneurs understand that it's not the text of a contract that guarantees the quality of service, equally one line on a resume stating grade 8 at the Royal Academy of Music does not define the quality of one's music ability. It takes performance, especially in case of a performing art like music, for the skill to truly shine. When children are young, many parents state it is good to study music. It develops you intellectually, it teaches you discipline, and it will look good on your resume. All of it true, but somehow by the time the children grow up and are considering higher education, many of those same parents feel forced to tweak their advice into a narrative that says it's better not to continue studying music as career opportunities are limited. Better to focus on medicine, law, or engineering. Creating more possibilities for students to perform could come to the rescue here. So I thought, we Belgian SMEs, coming from a country that prides itself with having one of the highest number of concerts per capita in the world, could we provide these youngsters with a grand stage? So we put our entrepreneurial hat and started to spread the word. We soon realized, however, that the only thing that brought us together as organizers was we like to listen to good music. None of us had any music education, we couldn't read scores, and quite frankly, we did not even know the names of many instruments. Timpani, glockenspiel, vibraphone, cor anglais. Our ignorance soon came on display, and we encountered serious skepticism. But Belgians are not easily deterred. So we decided to ask many questions again and again to different people and learn as we went along. Challenge number one, we needed a stage, one that provides prestige and exposure for our young artists to shine upon. The unrivaled premises of the KLCC Convention Center with their excellent services and very competent staff, and no, I was not paid to say this, very quickly came to mind. Mr. Alan Mark Pryor and his very professional team were exactly what we were looking for. So November 1, KLCC Plenary Hall came our first big selling point. People now knew we were serious about our ambition, but we needed more. We needed venues for 10 sets of auditions in 3 different cities, KL, JB, and Penang, able to receive a combined more than 600 aspiring youngsters. Every venue required a piano and at least 3 qualified musicians to judge on location. We also needed venues for rehearsals, 16 different rooms for the sectionals, and big halls for the tutis. Every weekend, students flew in from pretty much all corners of Malaysia. Sabah, Sarawak, Kedah, Penang, JB, Negeri Sembilan, some by bus, some by plane, and some as young as 8, 9, and 10 years old, dropped off by parents. They stayed overnight for the weekend, and on Sunday rehearsals finished by 3 p.m. so everyone could make it back in time for Monday's school. Many kids put in great effort. But if I have to single out one, I would like to mention Adriel on percussion, the man behind there, whose parents unfortunately could not make it tonight, but who made every weekend the 7-hour journey all the way from Kota Kinabalu to come for a rehearsal. His determination inspired many. During these auditions and rehearsals, we got great support. Auditions were held at the Malaysia Institute of Art in KL, the White House Education Group in Penang, and the Sekolah Seni in Johor Bahru. For the sectionals rehearsals, we benefited from the infrastructure of UITM in Shah Alam, as well as the premises of the Young Choral Academy in TDDI. And for the tutis, we were blessed with the state-of-the-art facilities of the Bentley Music Academy, owned by the Poir family. Thank you very much. On to challenge number 2. We needed a conductor, someone with the skill, passion, and experience to take children to levels that they themselves did not know they were capable of. After some digging around, the same name kept on popping up. Mr. Kevin Field was the man to be convinced. It took a few Starbucks meetings to get him on board, but later a lot of strong coffees when reading through his list of requirements. Among others, 15 coaches to assist him, preferably a few from overseas, as well as an orchestra manager. On quite a few occasions, I believe he confused MBLBC with a big oil company. But while he was discovering the entrepreneurial drive of Belgian SMEs, we were experiencing how his musical genius was gradually converting the hesitant and shy classroom knowledge of kids into the artistic fluent tonality that you will enjoy tonight. It gave you goosebumps to discover how these insecure young musicians evolved into confident young artists. The degree to which he managed to make 140 musicians of different age, background, and degree of competency all fall in line with just a few movements of his baton is mind-blowing. So when he will soon walk on stage, please do pay attention at how he will make them start, all 141 of them, exactly at the same split second. To assist Kevin in this feat, many have helped, but a specific mentioning of gratitude